Sparka.com/viral. Sparka.com/viral. How to make a viral marketing campaign that actually goes viral. In this episode, we're going to cover the 4 key components, the 4 requirements for making a viral marketing campaign that works. And then what we're going to do is analyze the superstructure, the principles that make them work, and just fill in the blanks with your own business details, your product or service details, so that you can design your own viral marketing campaign. What are they? Number 1, you need a viral host. You might think, wait a second, that's a no-brainer. But you'd be surprised at who this viral host is within your own target market demographic, within your own potential customer base. Number 2, you need a captive audience, a compressed, condensed captive audience. Why compressed? Why condensed? And why do they have to be captive? Number 3, you need zero resistance. I'm amazed at how often marketing professionals, CEOs, seasoned veterans build in resistance to a guerrilla viral marketing campaign that's supposed to be on greased lightning. How they build in their own resistance that prevent a marketing campaign that could have gone viral from going viral. We're going to talk about what those things are in your case and why they're constantly where they shouldn't be. Number 4, the viral marketing campaign, the virus itself, has to be alive and organic. What does that mean? In the real world, a virus isn't alive. It's not organic. The virus, no, it's organic, but it needs a host, a living host, to be able to adapt and to proliferate. In the business world, the virus itself must be alive. How does that work? Let's take, for instance, the Livestrong bracelet. The Livestrong bracelet has a life of its own, or it had until people stopped wearing it. Everyone in the beginning, it was designed to be viral. And it worked as a viral device, as a viral product for people that supported Lance Armstrong, supported people finding a cure for cancer, supported cycling. These 3 groups. But then it grew beyond this. It adapted because it was alive. The virus itself was alive and adapted. Is your product or service adaptable? Can it be architected by the intended audience? Can your product adapt to the intended audience? An iPhone is a perfect example of that. An iPhone, no matter whose hands it gets into, somebody can build an app and make the iPhone do whatever that market, that audience needs it to do. The iPhone is a living virus. Think of it that way. Take the Livestrong bracelet again. After it had its run through in yellow, it came out in pink, purple, blue, green, but not with cyclists, not for people that support cures for cancer, not for people who even know who Lance Armstrong was. In junior high schools and high schools all over the world, it became a symbol of 2 people dating. It became a symbol of someone who was a senior in school. It became all sorts of things that it was not intended to become because that particular virus had a life of its own. Does your product have a life of its own? Can it be adapted to its market? And can the market redesign and adapt your product in such a way that you'll be able to achieve profit from it? A product can go viral. A campaign, a message can go viral, and you have absolutely no benefit from it. For instance, Livestrong bracelet, for one, when it was adapted, Lance Armstrong couldn't sue every Chinese company that made replicas, that made something similar to it. It even got to a point where that bracelet was worn by people saying that it improved your performance and your balance. There was no way for Lance to profit from it, from the cancer societies of the world to profit from it. Can your app, your product, your service do that? And how do you make it do that? We can discuss that later. Number 2, what about a captive audience? Why do you need a captive audience? In the real world, you have to have a captive audience for a virus to work, such as a classroom, a metro car, a bus, a church room. And the virus has to have enough exposure to that closed, captive, dense audience in order to take root, long enough to take root. If you had enough people out in the desert, let's say you had 10,000 people out in the desert, and you drop the virus in the middle of those people. Well, there's 4 different ways in which they can escape. There aren't 4 different church walls holding them together long enough for the virus to take root. Now, what is that containment on the web? How do you contain your audience long enough for your message to get to them? And how do you craft a message in such a way that it proliferates within that target market once you've got them trapped? At this point, the strategy, the technique becomes so customized that I'm going to ask you to contact us and we'll discuss your particular instance, your particular case at sparka.com/viral. Sparka.com/viral. Tell us about your business and we'll craft a video that is the strategy that discusses how you can take your viral marketing and actually make it go viral. Looking forward to hearing from you and looking forward to getting you all over the web.